Tippy time my damies, Top Cat here and welcome back to the channel. Today's build is primarily focused on super regen. We want as many supers as we can get and we want as much uptime with those supers as we can get. Last season I had a 90-second super build for this subclass. With this season's fragments and aspects being added to Void 3.0, we now have a 30-second super cooldown. This is situational of course based on ad density, but on average I'll have a super every 40 seconds. It's really simple to do. Then once we've got our Captain America throwing shields, we can keep this going for what feels like eternity. I've had this super, upwards around that 45-second mark, but again based on ad density you're probably going to average around that 30-second mark. So we can now get our super stupid quick, and now we can keep our super stupid long with a perpetual loop that just feeds itself with volatile rounds and explosions and everything like that. This can cause some havoc in any type of playlist. And with the bubble super's damage perk getting nerfed to bring it in line with the WoW, the banner super is very good with 40% damage increase, making a very popular option. To achieve this we're using the Doomfang Pauldrons. Void melee kills are going to give us the super energy, and when our sentinel shield is active, melee kills are going to recharge the shield, allowing it to extend. To achieve this we will be using the offensive bulwark void aspect. Whilst we have an overshield, our grenades are going to recharge faster and our melee is going to have more range and damage. And we will be obtaining our overshield through the shield bash. We will be running the controlled demolition void aspect. This is going to give volatile to all things that we hit with our void abilities and super, making things explode. When things explode around us, it's going to return health to us. We will be using Echo of Reprisal, as we're always going to be up close and in people's faces, granting us free super energy. Echo of Expulsion. Void ability final blows cause targets to explode. Echo of Leeching, melee final blows will start health regen. This is great for when you're running in for that shoulder charge. The shield bash is going to give you the overshield, which is going to cover the health regeneration, so by the time they manage to take that overshield off, you're going to have your full health stats again. Energy Vamp is going to give energy to our least charged ability whenever we suppress something. And Outrage will cool our melee charge once we pop our shield. These will help create our ability Gen Loop. Gen Loop starts with the shield or your melee. You chuck your melee, then we chuck our grenade. The suppression effect will help us get melee energy. So we've got a melee again. And if we ever don't have enough melee charge, we pop our shield just to boost that up a little fraction. I believe it's about 15% it'll give you. We will be running an Arc Affinity Helmet so we can run the hands-on mod to give us additional super energy on melee kills. Our initial point of super gen starts with this mod here, Harmonic Siphon. You can change this out for whatever thing you want to make orbs with, but I am going to be using the funnel web. Whilst you don't need to run Thresh, it is some nice sweet icing on top of a nice moist cake. We're using Taking Charge so we can spend those orbs we create. If you are wanting to swap any mod out for Volatile Flow, this would be the mod to do so, but it will decrease your super regen time by approximately 15 seconds. If you find yourself wanting a little bit more range than the funnel webs provides, I've also been using the Darkest Before, the Sweet Sorrow, the Contingency Plan, Gnawing Hunger, Grid Skipper, things like this. On our gauntlets we're running Grenade Kickstarter. The reason we're using this instead of Melee Kickstarter is it doesn't work with another mod we're using down the line. We're using our champ mods of course, which can be swapped out as needed, but the most important one here is Elemental Charge, as we will be obtaining wells through the melee Wellmaker mod on our class item. Bountiful Wells is going to make sure we gen 2 wells with every melee, and they're going to be instantly absorbed upon our shoulder charge, giving us a nice big stack instantly and giving us that charge with light so we can perpetually shoulder charge. Whilst not necessary, I'd like you to consider using weapons like the Bastion and the Arbalist, as this frees up some space on our gauntlets, so we don't have to worry about as many champ mods. And we're running overload grenades on our class item, so now we can cover all bases. And on our legs we're running rocket scav, invigoration, which is not really required, we just need an arc mod to get this heavy-handed working. When we are charged with light, we're going to regain half our melee energy, then the wells are going to stack on top, pretty much giving our melee straight back to us. We also had the perk whilst surrounded, our fusion and our SMG are going to be reloading themselves. If we don't shoulder charge enough people, we won't get the full melee, but then we just chuck our suppression grenade. Echo or provision will top that off upon making contact. I have to say guys, I'm very happy with this build. Back before D2 even launched, I was very excited to play this class, and it finally feels like it's in that sweet spot. It is actually a master, actually a fun, and I finally feel that I'm ready to take this into some GMs and just not be swamped. We're going to say 30 seconds to get a super, 40-second supers, it's not hard to argue with. Anyway guys, that's the build for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a go, tap that like, tap that bell, and I will catch you on the next one. Tippy timer damies, what a tie.
Bottom of everything, he's the most tip-top, top cat.